This institution caters to economically marginalized rural young people, providing opportunities for self-improvement. It only began with an idea that the Digicel Foundation believed and supported.
The village is an idea that developed back in 2010, probably before that. Basically, we saw a need among young people who live in rural communities who were at a disadvantage socially, economically, challenged with regard to the opportunity for education and their participation in it, and them being able to access the opportunities that were available. And we saw young people initially who lived high up in the mountains, who couldn't afford to come down to what we call the flat, or to come down to where the opportunity existed. And so we said we need to flip the paradigm a little bit and bring school to them.
Why do we use organic manure in the holes?
Here were 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds who were sitting on the corner doing the usual thing, young women who were getting pregnant early. And we said it is not that they were lazy or that they didn't want to participate, they just lacked opportunity. So we brought school to the community. Way up in the mountains, a little district called Digicel. We had about 40 students per year, each year for 3 years. The idea of the village and the village caring for the child and young people came to mind. Well, not a lot of people thought it made sense, but we said we want to start a school of agriculture. So today, what we have sitting on 3 campuses, 3 geographic locations around Moneague, is the Village Academy.
Came full-time in October 2015. Since I've been here, the community, yes, the community has, they're still now getting to understand what we are doing at the Village Academy. They're now understanding that we are trying to bring a new approach to agriculture as a career. And on the other side, there are people who are very supportive. The business people in the community, the regular people who are around, they will come in ever so often and ask questions about what are we doing here.
We know Digicel is a very huge brand, right? And they have helped Jamaica across the board. But when they came there, for instance, persons outside begin to look at village as a more, with more respect, and the school, so look up to the school more, if I should use that word.
After you've transplanted, after 10 to 14 days, then we have to feed them with nitrogen and potassium fertilizer.
The partners held us together. This hill in 2 weeks will have sheep, courtesy of a partnership with Food for the Poor, with whom we have been working for a while. And what we're hoping is that the young people will learn how to do that. Behind a man's which at the top of this building, at this hill, behind the building, we're going to be putting in bees. And so these youngsters will also learn how to make honey and make some soap from it and make some wine from it and so on. We're going to have some pigs on that side over there. On this part of the property down here, what we have is open field planting. So hot peppers and cabbage and lettuce and pak choy and so on is in this space. We're also putting in poultry on this property of a building that at one time it used to be a basic school, and the young people effectively they stopped coming here, and we thought about how do we use this space, and so we've transformed it into a dorm.
At present, we're not 100% prepared for students, but because of the voices of parents and students who keep calling us and telling us how desperate they are to send their students here or to come to the academy, because a few of them have had to stop. Some have enrolled and they have stopped coming because they can't afford the transportation. So they have been calling us and asking us, when would we be ready? We need to get the children to school and so on. So that we saw it important to put things in motion so that we quicken the pace.
An entrepreneur is a person who sets up a business or businesses taking a financial risk.
Food, miss. I couldn't afford it. Like if I was in other institution, miss, couldn't afford it, miss. So it helped me really. It helped me a lot, miss.
You're not going to know what is going to put into the business. Well, the school is a very wonderful school. Starting here, there have been very interesting things that we have learned. We have expanded on some things that we may have known, and it has a good impact on the community, where it takes students, just say young persons off the street, and get them into school. So we learn about agriculture, and we learn life skills and personal skills which can help us to further ourselves.
Go deeper, go deeper.
It waste my time, miss, but now I'll get this opportunity again, miss, so I'm not going to blow it this time.
The Delores Cockran Village strives to solve the problems that young people face while creating a wholesome and purposeful life. Let's stop by the Jeffreyville campus.
Digicel joined us here and helped us to put in place what you're seeing now. In this area we have provisions for rearing pigs, and we're completing this now. We should be able to hold probably about 30 weaners here. We will grow the animals for a couple of months before we sell them. On this property also we have a greenhouse, poultry houses. We run 200 birds every 2 weeks, broilers. We have about 200 layers here. And we also have on the other side a good strong goat unit, and we have a population now of about 12 or 13 animals there with some hybrid brands, Boers and Nubians. This has done more not only for us as an institution, but also for the community. We're enhancing the idea that, look, most of the young people who are from this area are already familiar with the idea of farming, whether it was subsistence farming or they used to have a yam plot for themselves or they grew something. Now we're saying to them, you don't have to exist at the level of subsistence. You can actually learn the skill, the techniques, understand the dynamics of accounting and financial manipulation that makes this work, and work for your family, adding value to the community, adding value to your country.
The idea is to expose, expand, and to educate them on how to earn after leaving the program.
I think you should come to the Village Academy because when you're here, there are lots of opportunities.
What is also important about this opportunity here at Haddon and the collaboration between our partners is that we recognize the importance of the linkage between agriculture and the industry, hospitality, tourism industry. We recognize the importance of helping our youngsters to see that particular relationship in such a way that they will work towards developing it. So everything that is taught here, we want them to put that within the context of farm to table. Everything that is taught here, we want to put that within the context of import substitution. Everything that is taught here, we want to see how they will understand and appreciate the value of the value-added product. So we want to help young people in that regard. In addition to that, we want to invite those who are our partners who will come to visit to stay on this property. We are looking for those who will conduct research. We are looking for those who will come for the experience. In 5 years' time, this will be an area for an opportunity for a tour, for the visitors who will come to our shores to come and see the natural growth and development of organic food and farming that adds value to our lives because it's healthy. So when they come here, 12 months will transform their experience. Another 6 months will expose them to entrepreneurial training, and certainly after that we want to build out the space in which they will have the support, the financial support, the small business support, the microfinancing that will give them the opportunity to build their own business. And that is what we're trying to do here, and we hope to realize so that young people will become the kind of men and women that Jamaica will be proud of here and tomorrow.